What up, what up, what up? Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Mowing in the Dark podcast. I am your host, Aaron Sutter, and today we are not doing a Faith Friday. If you're new to the podcast, every Friday I have been doing a Faith Friday episode. However, today I just wasn't prepared, and so we're not going to do that today. Today, I want to talk to you about the EXPO, or the GIE Expo, formerly the GIE Expo. I do not like the name Equip, but that's neither here nor there. Guys, thanks for joining me. So I want to talk a little bit about my plans for the Expo, what I'm going to be doing, where I'm going to be at, and all that sort of stuff. So guys, first of all, I'd love it if you would go over to YouTube and check out the Lansing Lawn Service YouTube channel. That channel helps fund this podcast. As you may hear already, we don't have any sponsors here. So if you would check out the YouTube channel, that would help us out a lot here because that channel supports the podcast. So, and it's just wonderful. So check that out. If you're watching on YouTube, I have started to film these podcast episodes, so Faith Friday podcasts will not be on YouTube, however, so those will have to be found just on the podcast app or wherever you listen to podcasts. All right, guys, let's jump into this. So I've been going to the GIE Expo since 2015, I believe. Maybe it was 14. I might have gone in 14. So it's been a long time. I've been going a lot of years, and it's always been fun. Of course, I didn't go in 2020 because it was canceled. Last year, I brought my son down. We towed our camper down, and we just took the whole week off. We took our time going down there. We stopped in Indiana to stay the night, and it was just fun. It was pretty fun. But it was also a little frustrating because he was under the age where they would let someone go outside, and so we couldn't go outside and see anything, and it was just it made the trip kind of miserable in that way. But this year they changed the rules a little bit, so now he can go outside. He can't drive any equipment, but he can go outside and at least see it and see these machines run, because he's 12, so there are a ton of 12-year-olds who own and operate their own business, and they should be able to go out and at least see this equipment run too. I really think they should be allowed to drive it, but that's just me. It's insurance stuff, I'm sure, with the Expo and all that, so it is what it is on that front. But at least kids 12 and over can go outside into the demo area this year, which is going to be much nicer than last year when it was just sprung on us and nobody really knew that was taking place. So this year, my son and I got a hotel. So my son's coming with me again this year. We got a hotel this year. We're staying there with a couple of different people. Not in the same room, obviously. We like our privacy. Come on. But we're staying in the same hotel with couple of people, which is awesome. I'm not going to tell you who's there because it doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters to me, but it might not matter to you. So we're staying at the same hotel to hopefully get content and things like that, which is going to be awesome. If we can get that worked out and get that put together, that's going to be great. But it all depends on everyone's schedule, what everyone's got going on. We've got the rally that's going to be happening on Thursday night, and that's going to be a huge thing. So hopefully I'll be able to take my podcasting equipment with me there and maybe get a podcast or something. It's tough because all I have is these big mics. I don't have like the headset thing. They're just too expensive for me right now. Not making any money with the podcast, just trying to get it out there to people. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's not necessarily a good travel setup, but I might just show up and try to do it anyway. So we'll see. But guys, my son and I, we plan to be down at the expo by noon on Wednesday. I contemplated going down on Tuesday night after I got done with work, but it would be too much. It would be too tight. We wouldn't get down there until 11 anyway, so it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to miss sleeping in our own beds and then just getting up a little earlier and jetting down there, being there for the opening at noon. So that's what we're going to do. I would love to take off the entire week for the expo, but it just logically it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me with revenue wise with the business. I don't want to lose a whole week of revenue. So what I typically do for my work is I move everybody ahead a day. So Sunday, I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, then I take off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I push back Thursday and Friday. I push them back to Saturday and Sunday. So it makes a very long week. It makes an 8-day week for me, but it's worth it. It's worth it to me to continue to make that revenue that I want to make and also go to the expo. So it's really important to me to go. So we're going to be there Wednesday at noon, hopefully. Maybe it just depends, but most of the time I get there before the doors open. They did move the opening time up a bit this year, so it opens at noon instead of 3 or something like that. So it's going to be a little bit more tough to get there, but it's all right. We'll get there just fine. On Thursday morning, my son and I are definitely going to be hitting up Cracker Barrel right there near the expo. We love breakfast. We love going out for breakfast. And the hotel doesn't have a hot breakfast, so we're gonna hit up the Cracker Barrel there. Anyone who wants to join us is more than welcome. We'll probably be there by 7 because there's an event in the morning that Paul Jameson has going on. It's a podcasting thing. We'll probably go to that. Last year it was really cool. They had donuts and coffee and stuff. Marcus, my son, ate like 5 donuts. He was pretty proud of that. So if you love donuts and sugar like he does, then show up and get your fill that way. But we'll probably be at that, and then we're just going to hit the expo all day, and then Thursday night we are going to be heading out to the rally. If you're going to the rally, you got to be sure to be there early. Last year it was a huge long line, and we got there fairly early. In fact, I got in line he got in line next to me. Long-haired juggernaut Kevin snuck in line by us. I've known Kevin since he had less than 100 subscribers on his YouTube channel. He's a really super sweet guy, just genuine. He's a really awesome guy. I wouldn't say that we're friends. We're acquaintances. We know each other. I mean, I would call him a friend, but we don't talk or anything. So, that's why I say we're acquaintances. But we know each other. It's like no time has passed when we see each other, but, he's just a great guy. So anyway, that's neither here nor there about the expo. But Friday, we're going to be at the expo again, bright and early, 9 a.m. Also, we will be getting some Cracker Barrel on Friday morning because my son is a die-hard Cracker Barrel fan. So we'll be there again Friday morning. If you want to join us for breakfast again, we will probably be there at about 7 o'clock again on Friday, and we're going to just mow down on whatever we can find there. And so I would love for you to join us. There's just so much time that we kind of waste not talking with each other and things like that outside of the expo. So if anybody wants to meet me up at Cracker Barrel right there by the expo center Thursday or Friday morning, please do so. Comment below if you want exact times or whatever. If you want to give me your information, like your cell phone number or something like that, so I can text you, just so that you know that we're actually there, that would be cool too. But don't do that in the comments. Do that on Facebook Messenger. Send that to me privately, and that would be awesome. But you don't have to do that. I will probably make like an Instagram post or a Facebook post or something like that. I don't really use those two platforms unless I'm at the expo, because it's just a good way to see what people are doing, what's going on, things like that. So that's what we'll be doing there. Then we will be heading out of the expo as soon as it closes, or maybe a little before. I think it closes at 3, but I can't be certain. I know it did last year. So we'll be heading back home to Michigan as soon as the expo is out. We're going to be jumping in the car and speeding back to Michigan. Typically, we don't get back home until about 9 o'clock at night. So, and depending on when we leave, it could be between 9 and 11 before we get home, and then I have to work the next day. So that is what it is. That's kind of my schedule right now. I don't have a whole lot of things planned, but there's definitely going to be different things that are coming out as we move forward to the expo, with different meetups and things like that I'm going to want to go to, just to talk with people, get to know people a little bit better, connect with people. That's the whole reason I go now. I don't really go to see the equipment. It's cool to see the equipment. My son is there to see the equipment. He loves equipment, but I'm more there to connect with people. So this year he's going to have to be drug along with me wherever I go. Because last year he didn't want to go to 4th Street Live. He didn't want to spend a lot of time at the rally. Well, I'm sorry, son. He's sitting right across here. You can't see him, but I can see him. We're just going to do all these things because it's about the people, not about the equipment. He's looking at me cross-eyed. But that's what we're going to do. So if you want to meet up, you want to hang out, that's awesome. I don't go down to 4th Street Live very often. I might head down there once, just because there are some people that hang out down there, but it's really not my scene. You know, I don't care for the loud music anymore. I mean, I'm 40. By the time the expo rolls around, I'm going to be 41. So I don't really care about music. I don't drink. I don't party. So it's like, I'd rather just hang out with people in a hotel lobby and have good conversation. I know that makes me sound old, but that's really what it is. For me, it's connection with people. I could care less about going down to 4th Street, because you can't hear anybody. If you're talking, you can't hear very well. So it is what it is. But that's kind of our loose schedule for the GIE Expo this year, or Equip Expo. And I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. I do plan to go. I have my hotel booked. In fact, I had a reservation. I canceled it so that I could move to another hotel to be with some of these other people, some friends. You know, like I've got some really good friends in the social media space. Cameron Duncan is one, and I'm still not sure if he's actually going to be at the hotel. That's not his normal lodging arrangements for when he comes to the expo, but he may choose to do that. He may not. But I know Tony Rudolph, he's going to be at this hotel. I know Phil from Phil's Lawn Maintenance is going to be there. And I really haven't talked to Phil, but I'm excited to get to know him. I really don't fan out on people on YouTube. I just don't. I've never been that way. It's just, people are people. These guys are just people, and I think it's, for me, if I was in their position, which I'm not, but if I was in their position, it would be very refreshing for someone to look at me as a person rather than as the work that I have done on social media. So, not to fanboy out, not to get all giddy. Ooh, you know, oh, you've got so many subscribers and so many views. That doesn't matter in the grand scheme of life. So, that's just me. You can fanboy out if you want. That's not me. So, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you're watching this on YouTube, head over to whatever app you listen to podcasts on. Check out the Mowing in the Dark Lawn Care Podcast. Subscribe, because I put out 3 episodes a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. The Faith Friday episodes, you can choose to listen to those or you can choose not to. The other days, Tuesday and Thursday, they really have nothing to do with faith at all. Friday is all about faith. So that's just what I feel like I'm supposed to do. So that's what I'm doing. But those Faith Friday podcast episodes will not be on YouTube. They will only be on the podcast. So because it messes with the YouTube algorithm, and then you guys won't be able to see any of the content that I have anymore. So it is what it is. But thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I will see you in the next episode.